Good day everyone, this is Dr. Sheetal Nikam from the Department of Oral Medicine and Radiology. The topic of today's session is intraoral radiographic film. So objectives and the content of this session will be what are the image receptors, classification of X-ray films, content of intraoral X-ray film packet and function of each component, composition of intraoral X-ray film and function of each. The process of differential absorption, what it is. When an X-ray photon passes through a dental structure, it is reduced in intensity, that is attenuated or absorbed or scattered of the X-ray photon occurs that exists the subject, which is called as a remnant beam, which carries the information regarding the structure of that object. So to record this remnant beam, image receptors are used. And this is diagnostically useful as it will convert this X-ray photon beam into the visible image. And this is the process of differential absorption where the existing X-ray photon are not uniform. They undergo the process of differential absorption. So most common image receptor used are the X-ray films. So what is X-ray film? These are the devices that record the pattern of X-ray photon that interacts with the atom and object and carries the information pertaining to the structure and the composition of that object. There are different classifications of the X-ray films depending on their uses. They can be classified into the intraoral films and the extraoral films. Intraoral films can again be classified according to periapical use, occlusal films and the bite wing films, which can again be subclassified depending on its sizes. A periapical film can be number 0, number 1 and number 2. 0 is for the children, 1 and 2 can be used for the adults. Same for the occlusal film, they can be again size 0, 1 and 2 and bite wing films can be size 0, 1, 2 and 3. 0 and 1 are used for the children and 2 and 3 are for the adults. Extraoral films are again can be of different sizes depending on the cassette which is used. Based on the coating of the emulsion, they can be single coated or double coated where the emulsion is present on both the sides. Most commonly that we use are the double coated films. Based on the speed of the film, they can be slow speed, fast films and the hyper speed. Slow films have better definition but they have an increased exposure time. They can be A, B or C. Where the fast film have the less exposure time, they can be D, E and F. E and F are most commonly used clinically and the hyper speed have very less exposure time but it compromises with the quality. Next is based on the packaging. They can be single film packet or double film packet. Double film packet serves the purpose of doubling. Then with the barrier envelope, they can be with barrier envelope or without barrier envelope. That helps to reduce the contamination of the saliva. The content of X-ray film packet, it has a 4 content. One is the outer envelope, that is outer plastic envelope. Second is the film, then there is a lead foil and then there is a black paper. So this is the film that is open. In the center there is a film. It can be 1 or 2 depending on whether it is a single film containing packet or double film containing packet. It has a raised dot at one corner which is surrounded by the black paper which is present on both the side of the film. Then there is a lead foil which is present on only one side, that is a 2-color side of the film, and all this is placed in the plastic wrapping. So what are the function of this each component? Outermost plastic wrapping, it is made of soft vinyl. It has a 2 side, one is a tube side, other is a label side. It serves the purpose of moisture proof and light proofing. It protects the film from the light and the saliva. So it has a tube side which has only one color and it has a raised occlusal dot on it, and second side is the labeled size on which a certain information is mentioned like company name, what is the speed of this film and what is its how many films it has inside it. Okay. So there is a flap. When you open that, you can remove the film from inside. So this is how it is. Then there is a black paper. This black pepper is present on the both the side of the film. It protects the film from light, damage by the finger while unwrapping, and saliva which may leak into the film packet. Lead foil, it is present on only one side, that is a labeled side or two color side, which helps to absorb the most of the X-rays which passes through the film and prevents it reaching the oral tissues, absorbs the back scattering and prevent the film fogging, and it also provides the rigidity to film packet. So this is the lead foil which is present on the labeled side, which prevents the back scattering and unnecessary exposure of oral tissues as well as fogging of the film. What are the composition of this X-ray film now? The X-ray film which is present in the center of the film packet has certain layers on it. First, there is a base. On the base, which there is a coating of substratum on which the emulsion is coated, and above that there is a super coat. So this is the film, cross section of the film. You can see this is the base on which there is a substratum, above which the emulsion is coated, and above which there is a super coat which protects. What is a base? Base is a supporting material upon which the emulsion is coated. It is mostly made up of polyethylene terephthalate polyester. Its thickness is approximately 0.18 mm and has a blue dye in it, blue tinge dye. Then there is a subcoat or substratum which serves as an adhesive material which is maybe present on the one or both the side. It helps in adhesion of base to the emulsion. Then the emulsion, it consists of vehicle matrix in which there is a uniformly distributed tiny silver halide crystal. Most common silver halide which is used is a silver bromide and iodide. It may have a trace amount of a sulfur and trace amount of a gold, which increases the sensitivity of the film. Vehicle matrix, it is composed of a gelatinous and non-gelatinous material that keeps the silver halide crystals evenly dispersed in the emulsion. It supports the suspended silver halide crystal, absorbs the processing solution and helps to allow them the chemicals to reach the halide grains. It is approximately 0.001 inch thick, coated on one or both the side of the base, and it is sensitive either to the X-ray photon or to the visible light. Now, the shape of the silver halide. The silver halide can be tabular or globular. Tabular are the flat crystals which are present in the EF speed film, that is inside, and globular or the pebble-like rounded crystals are present predominantly in the D speed film, that is ultra. This is the cross section or scanning electronic micrograph of emulsion, where you can see the tabular and the globular silver halide crystal in the emulsion matrix. Then there is a super coat which serves the purpose of the protection. It is a transparent, non-abrasive layer which is approximately 0.0004 inch thick over the emulsion. It serves as a protective barrier, protects the film from the damage by mechanical handling such as scratching, contamination, pressure from the roller during the automatic process. Now, what are the important things that you should remember from this topic is, first, you should remember the classification of the X-ray film, component of the X-ray film packet and what are its function, composition of X-ray film and function of each of it, and most commonly the question is asked about the function of this lead foil and what happens if the film is placed reversed in the oral cavity. This is an important topic from theory as well as a practical point of view, can be asked in MCQ, SEQ. Thank you.